Welcome everyone to the watch along. How are we all doing? We've got the big dogs. Gold Coast versus Collingwood. How is everyone? Hope everyone's doing really well. Good to see you all. Hopefully a good game. Yeah, hit the like button. Chill out with me. We've got a double header today. We've got Gold Coast, Collingwood, and then we have Carlton versus Richmond, which will be a good game. How are we all? Good to see you all. Gutted for the Aussies today. They went out in what was an enthralling encounter today. Gutted for my Australian brothers and sisters, but hope for the future there with that wonderful side. I reckon that they will be definitely one to watch in the years ahead. Not the way you want to go out though, but unfortunately, football is a cruel mistress, as they say. But thank you very much for joining me. How is everyone? Hope everyone's feeling all alive and dandy. Hopefully, we have a fantastic ripper of a game. Collingwood and Gold Coast both in the finals hunt. Both don't want to give up a defeat here. Both in very interesting form as well. Gold Coast lost their last 5. Collingwood, 3 of their last 5. They've won 10th versus 11th. Both teams with 7 wins. The difference being, instead of a loss, Collingwood have a draw. How is everyone? Yeah, Danny, it was a weird one, wasn't it, mate? It was a weird one. What's everyone's predictions for this one while we're here? Talk me through your vibe check. Talk me through your vibe check. Yeah, I need to fix that. Let me catch up. Right, here we go. Collingwood need resetting. There we are. Good start. There we are. You have Gold Coast by 4 points. It's been a crazy day of football, hasn't it? Been a good day of football as well. Hey, Guy, how are you, mate? Good to see you, man. I did see that late out. Well, was it a late out? Because they kind of announced that really early, didn't they? Would you say the loser of this is in danger of not making finals like massively? Would you? Are we at that stage of the season where you will draw a line under the team? The cheat code doing with Stringer is just giving 1-year deals. It's genuinely the cheat code with Stringer. Really, Sean? So you're going that big? I like that, chat. I like that. I like it when we've got something to play for. G'day, Frank. How you doing? Tell you what, Hawks nearly came back. Danny's footy coming home. Look, we've got a tough route there. I'm taking it game by game. I am confident against Mexico, though, which might bite me in the arse, but very confident. Even more confident that it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock, so I've got like a week of normal sleep, so I am prepared to see out the last 2 weeks, which has been a nightmare, because I do quite a bit of content. So I've got a content planning day. So what I'm going to do, chat, I'd love to know what you guys think. I'm thinking about doing videos from Monday to Friday. And then, obviously, you'll have the review after the game. Hey, Josh, how are you, mate? Good to see you, man. Pies and counter win. Love it. 10 a.m., Langy. So at least we have like a normal sleep pattern for the next couple of weeks. Hey, Donny, how are you, Squire? So I'm looking forward to this one. Yeah, Dune, I saw it and I was like, for fuck's sake, that's 4 a.m. our time, and I've like planned my entire life around having a lie-in and being just a normal sleep pattern for 2 weeks until the quarters start, till the semis start, and I'm like, for fuck's sake. But well done, FIFA. Have you seen all the conjecture about, I don't know where you guys stand, I don't know how much you follow the ins and outs of football, but we're talking about at the Azteca, because it's like the highest ground above sea level, that there's 2 trains of thought. To acclimatise to high altitude, you've got to be there 72 hours before you're at the game, or fly in, fly out. But FIFA don't allow that, evidently. So because they arrange all the planning and they approve it, England have got there with 48 hours notice, which is evidently the peak time to not acclimatise. Now, I've never played sport in high altitude, so I don't know, but I thought that was very interesting just reading about that. Wolfie, I'm very good, mate. I hope you're doing well. I could do, yeah, because I really don't wear it Gold Coast. Danny, mate, it does help in all scenarios as well. It does help in all scenarios. Weird season, innit, Tiger Time? Just everyone is there. Everyone is, like, can beat everyone. It just shows how good this league is at the minute. Like, even the World Cup, we saw Argentina struggle against Cape Verde. Hey, Jess, how are you? So, looking forward to a good game of football. We got this, then we got Carlton. Then we have Sunday off. So, yeah, that's my plan, chat. So, what I'm thinking is, from now to the end of this month, 4:15, mate. From now to the end of the month, I'm going to do 2 news articles, a preview, a draft video, and a preview, and a special video in 5 days. Yeah, Ollie, what do you think? Because I've noticed the weekend with football on, it's harder to get out there. Hey, Billy, where are you in Greece, mate? Welcome, mate. Oh, Sean, couldn't agree more, mate. Couldn't agree more. Beautiful game we got. Yeah, Jess, I just thought it was interesting reading how, like, the logistics work. I wasn't really aware of that. I wasn't really aware that they have so much input. Cheers, Ollie. I appreciate you, mate. Yeah, well, what I've done is I've booked Sundays off now, so I'm really tripling down on the gyms. You're going to see some physical changes on me as well, because that's making me quite unhappy. So you're going to see, like, Sunday is a massive planning day logistically. So I'll do that, and then I figured that will open it up, and then you'll have that, and then we've got some more changes coming in the off-season, but we're going to double down on the draft and stuff like that, so that'll be cool. Billy, love it, mate. Jess, I'm actually quite comfortable. Hey, Saz, how are you? I'm quite comfortable. Hey, Josh, I'm looking forward to the Brazil-Norway game. That should be a ripper. That should be a ripper. If you do get a chance, check out my Lockie Neal video. They're the new style of videos that I'm really into. I'm really into them ones, so I'd love your feedback on that. Jess, look, I'm a traditionalist. I don't believe in you change your keeper, especially a keeper that hasn't played any minutes of the World Cup. I think that's crazy. I would have liked to have seen Beachy there. And I'm also a big one that, from playing years of football, playing as a striker, height is huge in a penalty because it's a psychological effect. And Beachy's bigger than Matt Ryan. So I think from a psychological point of view, the fact he's made some great saves as well, statistically, would have fucked you up if you were taking them penalties. Cheers, Sean. Thank you, mate. So that's how, like, I look at it just from playing football. I would rather have a freshie to take a penalty against than someone who's new. Hey, Josh. Cheers, mate. Yeah, Tim, look, I don't mind Sutter taking the penalty, captain. Harrington, I thought, was just a big risk. Bless him. But what balls on him? What balls on him? I can't tell you how bad it is to take a penalty. He did, and Paul, he did. Look, penalties are hard. Magnus, I'm keen, man. I'm keen. Sometimes, though, the hemorrhoids are quite helpful, though. What happens if you need to get out of something last minute, Tim? Always thinking, mate. You know what? I know Collingwood fans are going to come for me here, but I find McRae the most annoying human being in the world. You know, if you do sack Popovich, who would you have as the coach? Because it's amazing that, I mean, Ange would be top. So, Jess, it has worked. It sometimes historically. Genuinely, some teams have a guy that is like a specialist penalty save. I do think Matt Ryan's career of saving penalties is higher than what should be. But I just think the way Beach was playing, I think he was... I would have rather taken a penalty against Ryan than Beach. Gus Hiddink. Is Gus Hiddink still around? You're right, Shane, anyway. Thank you, Magnus. I appreciate you, brother. Hey, Kate. How are you, my darling? Yeah, no, Sean, my issue with McRae is I just find him very bland for my palate. But that doesn't mean he's a bad guy. I know a lot of people that I would consider bland, but they're top human beings. But Sean is calling this the lose this, you are out of the wildcard reckoning. You know what? I'm looking forward to seeing CR7 play in Al Nassr with a coach that is attacking. Jess, look, I think tactically he's been poor, but I do think, like, he's picked the right team. It'd be interesting because I think the next coach can really get this. They've got a good base. Cam Corp, look, I was laid in bed scratching my head. Says, no, my issue is he talks in riddles. I'm not a big riddle guy. Ollie, I just think the way Ange plays, if you're a proper number 9, like CR7, you're kicking a fuck ton. You're, like, he'll score thousands for Al Nassr, the way that they play in that league. Hard to look past the Aussies, Jess. Aussies are supreme at women's cricket, women's footy, and women's footy. Pies by 34. Who's the best player they have in the Pies? Well, I mean, Nick Daicos, obviously. You know what, though? I think underrated. Underrated player for the Pies, and I don't think he gets enough love, is actually his brother, Josh Daicos. I think Josh Daicos, for me, is absolutely supreme. And the reason is, I have this theory, there's two types of great players. Great players who are just great players for good teams, and then players that could make the shittest team good. I reckon, controversial, Josh Daicos does more for Essendon than Nick Daicos would. Yeah, Cam, that was crazy. What a comeback, though, by them. But bizarre first half, Cam Corp. Sabutre, mate. Stick fat, mate. It'll get better. Donny, I thought that as well. But I'd love your thoughts on that, especially Collingwood people. I think Nick Daicos is a better player than Josh, but I would say if you were 18th, you did what, number 1, put him in team 1, team 9th, team 18th. I think Josh Daicos does more for each team than Nick Daicos does. Nick Daicos will be better in 1 and 9, but in 18th, Josh will shine. Here we go. We are up, up and away. You missed Joe Danaher. Good player. And here they come. Dacos just flips it out wide. Lipinski, lazy kick. Made to look good, though, by Jack Crisp. Hey, Alan. Thank you, mate. Probably McRae, because I think McRae has less PR, Shane, than Dimmer. Dimmer, for me, just seems to get away with anything. Great tackle there, holding the ball. Schultz into the action straight away. Goes up to the goal square. Brought down, and it's a hold. And Tim Membry should kick the first. Yeah, Cameron, you just got to keep winning. Just got to keep winning. Oh, Magnus, look, I'm not having a dig at Fly. I'm sure he's a great guy. Just for my personal palate, not my type of guy. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate you. It's not a knock. Look, I'm sure Fly couldn't give two fucks if I like him or not. Just, I would find it hard to work for someone like that, in my opinion. And Membry kicks the first. Collingwood are up and away. 1-0. Zip, zip. But yeah, chat, where do you side on that? So, that's my controversial call in the world, in it, right? Two types of good players. Good players who are just great players, but then players that make teams better. I think you put Nick Daicos in Essendon's team, right? Josh Dacos performs better for Essendon and does more for Essendon than Nick Daicos would. Hey, I love you guys too, Cameron. Thank you. Who do I want to win this game? Honestly, I couldn't give two shits. Obviously, Collingwood, I've got the rivalry because of Carlton, but I find Gold Coast just hard to like because they've had everything. Like, a draw would be ideal for mine. Inside, Gold Coast score. And spoiled to the boundary line, but Ben Long doesn't give up on it. Whips it back. It's nice to Jai Murray. Jai Murray. Oh, shocking. If I'm thinking ahead for Carlton, I'd rather play Collingwood at the G than Gold Coast at their pretend stadium in a final. It's a nice little mark, that. Jack Buller come under a bit of criticism in the press this week, which I think is interesting. Hey, Josh, I agree with you, mate. Look, I'm hoping they go well, Norway. Hey, Badger, I'm hoping everything's going well with you, mate. Quick handball. Bo McQuarrie dances out one, dances round two, finds Jack Crisp. Crisp looks to set them up. Nice kick. Hey, Atush, how are you? Badger from Oz, how were things going with that girl? You gave her a number last time we spoke, or ages ago. Any progress, my good man? Do you reckon Dimmer's not actually connected to anything there and it just makes him look like he's connected to something? Little scampy ground ball here. And good pressure there from Ned Long to lock that up. Badger from Oz, I thought there was a girl you liked last time you were here and you're asking, should I go and talk to her? Can't remember. Bry, mate, crazy games, mate. Petrarca, right peg, drills it up down that right wing and a good intercept grab by the Framp dog. I agree with that, Alan. That's probably why I don't like him. I am Josh. Sorry, Badger from Oz. SML, mate, that's my issue with GWS. They are so good in patches. Their worst football is shocking. Apologies, Badger from Oz. Yeah, Shane, you see, for me, I judge players on greatness, but also other players. Darcy Cameron can't win it. Nice to see the long sleeve, but quick hands. Here's Tuke Miller. Nowhere to go. Lurking is Tim Membry. Puts in a nice little switcheroo. And that finds, I think, Harvey Harrison, who's got a very 70s hair going. Yeah, Taylor Two Harbs, wasn't it, Badger from Oz? Nice little lively start to this game. Solid kick as well. 2-goal zip. Magnus, that's interesting to know from the inside. I'm a big Josh man. I like them types of players. Hey, that was massive for them, Badger. Massive. You know what? That 10 race is, I reckon, going to be actually... I hate to say it. I think the AFL are going to actually have a winner with the top 10. With the wild card. Because I think that's going to be heavily contested at the end of the year. Hey, Norge, how are you, my good man? You looking forward to Brazil-Norway? Is King Harold up and about? Atush, I can attest. Badger from Oz is a massive Freo man. He is the definition of strong in the arm, thick in the head, isn't he, SML? Here we are, Matt Rowell gives it off. Quick dink kick by Ethan Reid. Jumps under Howe. Puts themselves under unnecessary pressure, but Howe does tidy it up. And brought into a risky area. Josh Daicos did well to influence that. Tuke Miller wraps him up. Good hands by Lombard. Look at Howe. Is that holding the ball? I'm looking forward to that game. Yeah, you see, look, I like the top 6, Shane, but I'm going to be honest. They've got lucky that it looks like it's going to be the best race for a finals ever. I'm loving Will Powell in that long sleeve. Can I just say, the Gold Coast long sleeve looks schmick. Ned Long, Daicos wraps Rowell up. Hewland trying to find Petrarca. And Dan Houston does well to see it out and win the free. Hey, I love that, Oz. And out the back we go. Sam Swadlin just gives it off short. Collingwood running incredibly well. You know my issue with Jack Buller? And I don't want to pick on him because he's a young kid, but I've never seen him play out in front. Like, is that a strength thing or an IQ thing, Collingwood fans? I think the long sleeve looks schmick. I don't like the logo on the Gold Coast one. That's what ruins it for me, but it looks schmick when it's long sleeve. Big T. I wonder when they do that. Yeah, like Jess says, make sure you hit the like chat. Really does help it. Interesting that Ampol. Yeah, he always seems to get caught back shoulder and can't get in front. Frampton takes them all on. Dinks the little kick. And Collingwood at the minute have had it way too easy in the back half of the ground. Absolute no pressure from the Suns at the minute. Maynard here, left half-back flank. Woody, they always do. Look, I don't rate them. I really don't. I think they are the definition of downhill skier for me. Hey, Guy, I appreciate you, mate. Shane, definitely can get that in the pipeline, mate. I was going to say in the pipe work. I was like, it's not the analogy. You're better than that, Pom. You know what? I feel really good that I've had a couple of days of really good sleep. Absolutely been struggling, I've got to say. Josh Daicos wins the free through the corridor. Drives it inside 50. Rare chance for Buller to get in front. See there, he got in front there. I actually think there's something there. I thought Kane Cornes was really harsh on him. Magnus, I'm sure behind closed doors is terrific, and I think that would be good. Just for me, maybe it's my age, but the way he always twists things in the media and it's always positive and likeable, I would find that hard to respond to. But maybe that's just me. Good mark by Buller there. There's definitely something there with Jack Buller though. Needs to swing. It doesn't behind. Yeah, look, you know how I feel about GWS and Gold Coast, though, Woody. I'm big on the new franchises, which is weird because I like Tasmania, but they haven't had a chance to piss me off yet. Joel Jeffrey here, back pocket, goes short. Yeah, Shane, it feels very fabricated. Oh, Will Powell under a load of pressure there. Anderson manages to stifle it, but Powell does well to come out with it. Bo Adensol goes down the line. It's a nice-looking kick. Finds Ethan Reid. Reid drills a short one. Finds Ben Long. That's nice. Hey, Magnus. Busy day today, mate. And a free kick here. The Suns needed that. And Jeddy Walter. I saw, Jess. That's good. Woody, I'll probably get pissed off when there's a player in the draft in like 2029 that I really like, and they've got 422 picks, and that's probably when I'll start to cry about them. But there's something likeable about them. Jed Walter nails it through. Suns have their first. Don't you think that Gold Coast logo, if you just made that slightly like a faded yellow, I reckon it would look really sick. I reckon that is all that Gold Coast logo. I think it's that close as well that I'd say it's the worst Guernsey. GWS is worse, but the worst aesthetic Guernsey is Gold Coast. I reckon it would be the best if that was a faded gold. Faded gold, I reckon that would be the best Guernsey in the league. Langy, what have you got in the pantry that you got? Hey, how are you, Stephen? Been a few, haven't they? Matt Rao on Nick like a glove. Hey, I love that, Oz. Darcy Cameron taps it down. Jed Walter playing as a pseudo on-baller. You don't see that very often. Yeah, it just doesn't feel very organic, though. Like, I know it's tough, both of the teams. Like, it's obviously fabricated, but it feels really enhanced fabrication with Gold Coast. I just think vision-wise, it would look schmick, says. Oh, McStay nearly takes the mark. Adamson under a world of trouble. Jeffrey punts it through the corridor. Collingwood are set, though. Is that high? Nick Daicos ravaged Gold Coast on the Dacoses at the minute. Beautiful to see. Here is Josh. Goes out wide. Patient build up there. Handball by Ed Allen. Swaddles. Inside 50. They've got numbers and they've got a stoppage right on the goal square. Jess, I appreciate that. That's nice. Anime, if you want to pay the 200k fine that the AFL give, yeah, go on then. Hey, Mercedes, good luck today, mate. And there is the goal from the canny old man. Steel side bottom. Pies have looked good early doors. You know what? I was watching a boxing watch-along the other day, right, chat? And genuinely, I actually felt sorry for the guy because I reckon every comment was, can we watch it? 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 And genuinely, the guy was so nice and patient. And I was like, fucking hell, man. Like usually after the second time I've snapped, this guy's like 104 comments in of that. Fair play to him. Ooh, did that touch his little index finger? Thank you, Oznoz. Say I love his excellency. Hey, DD, how are you, mate? Yeah, Gav, not going well, mate. I reckon that's going to be revoked. It is. Clever chat. Trying to provoke it. I'll rate it. 10 minutes to go in the first. DD, you did, mate. I should have listened. I apologise. Magnus, I reckon it would be good. Smitzer, look, I just can't. I think 5-game loss streak, you've got to read into it. That's a great tackle, that, from Dan Houston. Causes the turnover. Ned Long, oh, just couldn't get the ball under control. 9:37. He did. No, it was touched. Mercedes. It was touched. It's interesting, Smear, but they did it with the NRL, didn't they? They try and force it where the best teams are built. Like, I've never understood why we've tried to force Gold Coast with all the picks when their academy has borne so much fruit. You would have been better off just letting them do it with the young kids around. Because it's almost like now they've got too much talent. And I reckon in 2 years' time, everyone's going to attack Gold Coast with the draft being compromised with Tassie. So they'll go back to being shit. Free kick there, Jed Walter, just outside 50. Ben King calling for it on the goal square. He makes the lead. No one picks up the lead. And Ethan Reid just comes from the side. That was poor defending from Collingwood. To be fair, though, Petrarca's one of them players that when you... Have you noticed that his Supercoach score has plummeted since Gold Coast aren't good? Like, he is like the coup de grace player. And Ethan Reid had a tight angle. With that 50, it's probably more foregone than it was. And in a blink of an eye, we're 2 points in it. Has anyone else noticed Nick Holman looks like someone has implanted someone from the 1980s via time warp into 2026? Ollie, they do. I love Petrarca. I just don't think he's the type of player that I would want to go to war with. Yeah, Magnus, it was crazy. So good little fight back from Gold Coast. Get a background check on him. Mate, I reckon he'd fail it. How are you, Blue Bagger? Good to see you, mate. Ned Long goes inside 50. What happened? Was that Lucky Schultz? He just hit the deck for no reason. Yeah, Ollie, I've got quite a little bit of hate for that as well. Because I have the same opinion as you. But my argument on that is I appreciate they need money. But if you just win games of football, you'll naturally get more members. It's how it happens. Quick hands. Paddled by Maynard. And that's going to go out of bounds. Nice little start, this chap. But I agree with you, Ollie. But yeah, people came at me hard on that. Dan Houston, big Gary Owen inside 50. Paddled across. And a free kick. Gold Coast now just starting to win these 50-50s. Which draft class are you talking about, Josh and Shane? Quick hands. Oh, that's beautiful. Bailey Humphrey. Euland off the left. Gold Coast hit the front. That is beautiful. From Euland. Zeke Euland for best player. Murphy Reid would be up there. Levi Ashcroft, I think it's hard to look past there in that draft. Tough one. I reckon the most consistent player in that will be Levi Ashcroft and Jagger. The best ceiling, Murphy Reid, would be up there. I think it depends what you count as ceiling. I think Lawler is going to be absolutely phenomenal, should he stay fit as well. But that's why Murphy Reid, I think he was like, what, second in that draft class that year in my power rankings, second or third. I called him Mr. Consistency. I think he's got the highest ceiling. Hey, mate. Send King Harold, my love. Mate, disgraceful from CFC. Nick Daicos finally gets a clearance. Drills it in. Buller tries to be smart. Tim Membry not on the same page. You could say that was holding the ball. Anderson, clever little tunnelled handball. Left foot snap. And a behind. Yeah, I'd agree with you, Josh. I think Lawler is incredibly good. It's just the injuries. Oh, mistake. Noble in a world of trouble. And gets the stoppage. Brian, I haven't. I reckon it'd be very hard. Trust me. It's incredibly... It's very closed house. I like Foss, but I'm just not a big ceiling guy with Foss. I think he's just going to be an incredibly good player. Jagger, I think Jagger's the modern day Tom Mitchell. But I said that at the draft. That was why he was my number one power ranked talent. Because you just got to go with consistency. Jagger's never going to have a bad game. Big T, nice to see Black Shoes making a comeback, mate. Jack Crisp, that is delightful. 4 goals, 1. Oh, wait, I've been doing the wrong team. I need to change that. It says Collingwood on my screen. So 3 goals, 3. 3 goals, zip. There you are. Sorry, chat. Shane, as always, if I'm asked, I will contemplate it. Lewis, that's crazy, isn't it, mate? Crazy. I bet you enjoyed that, my little friend. Can I just say, Lewis, I don't know if you've seen. Lewis, have you seen the new West Ham kit? How fucking good is that West Ham kit? That's a beauty, that. That is a beauty. It's a gorgeous kit. Ison, if you've got a trade left and you can get him for a better rookie, I'd do it, guy. He's not that type of player, though, Josh. You're going against his skill set. He's more of a link player inside. Like, you look at his skill set in tight. He's incredible in close. Them handballs create chances. Yeah, Lewis, me and my mate were talking about this. I wonder if there's like a Premier League rule that they're not allowed to get too funky. Petrarca run down by Maynard. No holding the ball. Josh Dacos and Seal side bottom under a bit of pressure. Delays the handball perfectly. Ned Long can't find it. Matt Rao and sees it over the ground. Yeah, Smitter, the second was brilliant. The second was brilliant. First, they were just really passive against Hawks. They were really, really passive against Melbourne. They just didn't want to take it on. I mean, to DD's point, they were missing their best. But that's it. Josh Dacos. This could be a 50, couldn't it? Got lucky there. Whistle was gone and Josh Dacos has just torped it out. I believe we're into Belieber. I think we're into Belieber, which I'm not 100% sold on, but I am big that we've got to get Premier League proven players. I don't want us to go like players like Tushimeni and stuff. We're not in a position to risk that the number 8 or number 6 we bring in can play Premier League football. We should have gone for Fernandez. Like, genuinely, we should have just matched it and bit the bullet. But I reckon it's Belieber. So 4:35 to play in the first. Been a very open playing game. Gold Coast have taken their opportunities. You'd say Collingwood would have been the better side. Tap down to Miller. That direct run always causes problems at stoppage, but well cut off. And Perryman up and under clears his lines to the right wing. Zeke Hewland just mauled in the tackle. That's a Schmidt kit, Ampol. Hey, Bradman's dad, how are you, my good man? You know what? I need to check Tism out tonight. I might do that. I've got an evening sesh after the football, so I've put that on my YouTube music to give them a listen while I'm at the gym. You know what? I was actually saying to my mate, we've got Lomons as our goalkeeper. I wouldn't mind bringing Beachy in there. Wouldn't mind bringing him in. I really do like that Harrington, though. Really solid player. Sutter surprises me that no one in, like... If I was like a bottom 6 Premier League club, I'd love Sutter in. Good honest centre-back. I like Metcalf, too. I think a few will be snouted. For Australia, though, you want them to play for good clubs. That will play them. Petrarca, free kick, inside 50. Brought down Maynard, dribbles it. Gonna have to be strong here, Bo McQuarrie, and he is. Smear, always find football stock hard to invest in. I'll definitely say, though, I do think Man United are a lock for top 3 this year. Shot a goal from Lombard! Ooh. Just misses. He's a talent. Yeah, Lewis, that was pretty good, though, man. Good deal for you. Are you confident you'll come back up? I am. I think you'll win that. I think you'll win the championship. Italiano, look, right backs and halfbacks, wing backs, fullbacks are hard to come by. I reckon he'd do a job. Anderson turns and goes quickly. Ignores the bounce. Shot at goal. That is a proper Collingwood goal. End-to-end stuff from them. And every time the Gold Coast look like they've got a bit of momentum, Collingwood shut the door. Lewis, you see, Somerville is interesting because I don't think United need help on the wing. Genuinely. Which I find bizarre that we're linked with him. Good player. Fantastic player. But, like, I don't think Rashford goes. I think Rashford stays. So how are you fitting all them players in? And I don't think he's good enough to play centrally. But very good player. I'd take him. But I just don't know how that works with Kuna, Shesko central, Buemo on the right. I know you've got to have rotation with Europe, but fuck me. It's a lot of rotation. Gold Coast win the clearance only as far as Bailey and wrapped up by Josh Dacos. 2:55 to play. He's a quality player, Lou. Yeah, Barcelona just annoy me that they get good players all the time, mate. Even under transfer embargoes. Sam Collins can't take the mark. Noble helps him out. Down the right we go. 1927. Lockie Schultz can't see the ball. Ben King tries to influence it. Petrarca, beautiful handball. Nick Holman. Looking for options. That is a waste from Dylan Patterson. And out on the full. So the gold ones Is it these ones, Guy? Is it these ones? John Noble, quick handball. Bo McQuarrie breaks through traffic, goes short, changes the angle. Good running on. Swaddling. Grubby little kick. McStay, though, manages to paddle it forward. Oh, that was a lazy effort from Lipinski. And Gold Coast through McAndrew will see themselves out. Will Powell finds Zeke Hewland. Goes down the line. Good kick. So you'll see, if you go to the back of them, Guy, if you have a good one, you'll have a gold number saying something out of something. So they're like the rare ones. Inside, Ben King! Oh, and he'll concede the free for unrealistic attempt. 120. So you get these like in every pack. These ones. Versus... These are like your standard ones. John Noble, nice little give off. Dylan Patterson goes towards the goal square and seen over for a behind. Yeah, Juddy, it's a Schmidt kit in it, mate. Lewis, the Championship's a great league to go and watch as well. What's it like watching the Championship in Australia, Lewis? Can you, like, find it easy? Nick Daicos goes short, finds Howe. Howe goes down the line. Probably chance for a slingshot. They've done very well. Lipinski goes short. Good kick. Beautiful to Schultz. Lipinski, can he find a mark? That is too easy. Collingwood's transition has been brilliant. That was crazy, wasn't it, Juddy? Not surprised, though. I think some of the top teams will lose in the next 4 weeks. I didn't do the World Cup Panini this year, and I'm absolutely gutted, Smear. It's the first time in my life I've not done the sticker book. Ten seconds to go. Membry shot at goal. Misses wide. 28-20. I'm not too sure. He was in our top 20 when we did our draft rankings. I was bullish on Archie Roberts. How it goes, mate. It's how it goes, unfortunately. And there is the quarter. Pies have moved the ball very well from the back line. What's the app I use, Guy? There's an app that you can do that you can, like, 130 point, P-O-I-N-T. Download that app, right? And you can take a picture of your card and it will value the cards for you. So you can actually see, and that's like a good way to learn. But yeah, if you download that app, 130 point, and you can take pictures, Guy, and it will tell you what they are. So it's a really cool app, man. Like, if you download that, and then you can, like, you can find what are rare, what aren't rare. It does. It works for all major cards, Shane. It's really good. Great game, Lewis. Great game. Argentina, just too good in the end. Unlucky, though. What a story from Cape Verde. So 130 and then point the word. P-O-I-N-T. Hey, Smegoff, how you doing? It's really good. You can just take a picture and it finds all the listings. And sometimes it's wrong, but it'll always have pictures of similar type cards, so you can actually find it when you go through it. It's a good way to little learn. And there's also Select Card Dealers Australia on Facebook. They're really good as well. If you just take pictures and they'll let you know. Yeah, Ampo was good. Harry Lemmy, you know he's in America at the minute learning to be a punter, Juddy. Learning to be a punter. So that'll be intriguing. But yeah, World Cup's been good, hasn't it, chat? It's been good, the World Cup. Lewis, I think they trade, mate. I think they will match. It depends how big the Richmond deal is, but I would imagine they will find a way to match that trade and trade it. I don't think they... It would be stupid if Port can't match it. Hey, Lee, how are you, my good man? Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much, Mamta. I appreciate you, mate. Yeah, Juddy, it was weird because he signed back for Adelaide in the Sandful and never turned up for pre-season training. And then he was like posting on Insta he's in the States. So, yeah, he's going to be a punter in the States. Interesting Pom fact there for you. It was funny because I was reading, I think it was a St Kilda fan on Big Footy, but they were like raving that they should like stop him going to America. Like re-sign him. And like I don't often comment on foreign. Right? There's and it was so funny because he was, and like I don't usually comment because I don't like to do it. I just don't like to get involved in other clubs' politics. But I was like, bro's in America, mate. Bro's in America. Like, why is he going to come and do it? Lewis, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. I have got a video a bit later on bid matching. I did, Jess, actually. It came up on my feed. No, I commented it as myself, Langy. And I was like, mate, guy's cooked. I was like, guy's cooked, man. Like, it would be hilarious if you continue to buy Carlton cast-offs, but the guy's cooked, man. And then I got hate because it was like, oh, you just don't want St Kilda to be successful. And I was like, what, by telling you a player's shit? Like, isn't that the inverse? So first quarter, really, Gold Coast, their tackle pressure has been absolutely turgid in the front half of their ground. Been very easy for Collingwood to move out. And that's something you've got to stop. What's wrong with Nick Daicos' elbow? Elite that Smegoff. I'd rather have Dan Geringe because at least he's got a bit of personality, Juddy. Mamta, I wouldn't see him as a head coach. But, I mean, assistant, I've only ever heard good things about him as a line coach. Double Dummy, so there was a post in Big Footy about at mid-season they should try and sign Carlton's reserve forward Harry Lemmy. So I stupidly commented, Harry Lemmy's rubbish, don't do it. And I got hate from this St Kilda fan that I just want the worst. The worst of him. I want the worst for St Kilda, and that I'm just throwing them off the scent. And I'm like, nah, guy's shit. Like, I'm trying to be nice, mate. I'm trying to help you out. Swaddling, quick handball. Chris, no, Guy, you're amazing, mate. And you and Bradman's dad, stellar St Kilda fans, but as well as all of you in PommyInOz. But, like, genuinely, I couldn't believe I was copying hate. Like, I was like, recruit him then and be shit. I don't care. Good tackle there by Ed Allen. Same person, Smegoff. Played football like King Cooper. To be fair, Juddy, I have noticed if you ever like talk about trades from other clubs and you just try and be the voice of reason, you get absolutely, like, sometimes you get absolute hate. Like, I was on a Sydney post. Do you remember Charlie Kerner? I was on a Sydney post saying, I reckon 3 picks gets it done and a player. And, like, they were having a go at me, but then ignoring people who were saying it has to be Errol Goulden and Isaac Heaney in 2 picks. And I'm like, are you serious? Look, to be honest, Lewis, right, you know, there's a lot of miscalculation. There is a video coming on Cody Walker. But if you look historically, no top 10 pick in the history of AFL, even including a player, has gone from 3 firsts, regardless of what them 3 firsts are worth. So I'm telling you right now, if Carlton put their first round pick, good mark there by Ben Jepson, their first round pick, a future first and a second, they will get any pick in the top 10. And that comes directly from a list manager in a team with the bottom 5 at the minute. Said that there is their pick 5 all day long. They trade for 3 firsts. So, like, it's really bad journalism. I've seen it from Code Sports, Herald Sun, even Cal Toomey has alluded to it. Right? It is there is 0% chance, even if Carlton win the flag, they don't have the arsenal to trade in the picks for Cody Walker's. Yeah, DD, spot on. So that's why I find it fascinating. People are talking as if there is 0% chance. There is more chance of Elvis being found alive, admitting he covered up his death, and doing the grand final entertainment. What a goal by Petrarca from the tightest of angles. Yeah, spot on, DD. So you see what I mean? So that's why I've got a video coming up on it, because it is absolutely mental that people that are paid to comment on the draft are that, because it's stupidity. It's either stupidity or it's worse than stupidity. It is deception. Deception at the highest order. So my advice, anyone who panders that Dougie Cochrane and Cody Walker won't be at Port Adelaide or Carlton, genuinely are either stupid and shouldn't talk about the draft at all, or number 2, worse, they're liars and they will say stuff to get you to click their videos to create content. Both of them are very toxic traits, to be honest. Inside 50 from Gold Coast, this centre clearance ascendancy starting to bear fruit. Ben King finds track, goes to Lombard. Lombard off a step. That is an absolute worldie from Lombard. And Gold Coast hit the front. I reckon even if you overpay, you'll be left with picks in the 30s, Ollie. Lewis, if I had to predict, Kane, I don't know if Kane's in here, I reckon North. I don't think North will hit the draft this year. I think North will look at it as a free hit, and they'll be looking for collateral for trades. Because it's incidentally, if you look at the picks Carlton have got to trade, if you look at the picks that Carlton got to trade, they are the most commonly used trade picks in the world for players. So when people say they've got no points, people don't use points, right? Points are merely to match bids. It's not how you ascertain worth. Will Powell off a step. What a goal. Sorry, that was Dylan Parson. What a goal. Oh, the one-handed pickup and the snap. That is world class. Jess, no, I agree with you. No, but the problem is they do know, Jess, but they allude that it's something else. No, I appreciate you, mate. But they allude, where they don't, they allude that it's going to happen. And if you read it really carefully, they're almost saying that Carlton will definitely get him. But they trick you by making it out, yes, it's an inconvenience. Like, they are right. It's going to be an inconvenience. In an ideal world, Carlton would use pick 23 and 28 and get Cody Walker like every other one did. But the two things that annoy me about Cody Walker and Dougie Cochran at the minute is one, it's going to be the most expensive. Yeah, because they fucking changed the rules. Like, even if Carlton finished 18th, it's still going to be the biggest overpay in the world. So why are you saying it? It's like saying, you buying a house in 2026 is more expensive than your dad. Yeah, because they changed inflation. Did you know what I mean? No fucking wonder. You know, it's like old people when they say people don't own houses in 2026 because you have Mocha in an afternoon. Well, if they didn't buy Mocha, they'd own two houses. Norga. Is it Norga? I apologise, Oz, if I've been saying it like an idiot all this time. Behind. Hey, Brian. No, lasers. I'm getting stressed out about, the media's narrative that Port won't get Dougie Cochran and Cody Walker won't go to Carlton. And then they use the narrative that they're going to have to overpay. And I'm like, yeah, of course, got to fuck it. The rules have changed. So Norga. Hey, lasers, anyway, how are you, mate? Happy with your win yesterday? Yes, spot on. You know what? My mate's dad said that, my mate, the other day, saying that if he stopped going out for lunch on a Friday, he'd be on the property ladder. And I'm like, hey, Guy, look, well, we have got a video coming up where we'll do it. So we do try and break it down. But honestly, I'm always open to suggestions. This channel's your channel, not just my channel. So want things that you guys enjoy. Holman, bullet like handball, finds Johnny Noble. Yeah, lasers, I think they're a good side, and I think people underestimate them. They've been really competitive, like Port as well. I know you hate to hear it, but Port, even though they've lost, have been good. Yeah, the price of eating out is criminal, Smegov. Criminal. Collingwood just haven't had the ball moving as easy as they did in the first. They go for the corridor. It's a risky kick. McStay paid mark. Long goes quickly. Oh, umpire paid. You know what? Who's my predicted X Factor for Carlton tonight? You know what? Controversial. I think Ollie Hollands has a massive game. That's a great kick. Good mark as well by Buller. I think it should be. You know what? I think this is a great discussion, Lewis, because I think there's one hand. I'm a firm believer of building culture from within. I think Archie Butler suits the culture. HVH is a generational ruckman. I'm going to put this out there. I think the best ruckman in the draft, in my opinion, is Herbert, right, around the right midfield. I would be going Butler into Herbert. And drop short behind. No, because I think we'll get midfield ascendancy. That's with respect to Richmond. If Tiger Time's watching, all respect from me for Richmond. I just think our midfield is way too strong. We'll control that game. So even if it's ugly or sexy, we'll dominate. Didi, true. Out the back, can Jed Walter influence it? Maynard gets them clear. Left half back. Yes, Megoff, I think he's going to have a big game. I'll go as far as saying Ollie Holland's 25 a goal. Like, I'm not concerned tonight. I don't know why everyone's concerned with Lewis Young in the team. Like, what have you seen the last couple of weeks that says the key defender is everything? Now I'm the other wing, mate. Swoop Luke's wings, the left. I'm evidently the right now. I've moved. Culturally, the rumours are now that I'm extreme right wing, Gaff. I've shifted. I've crossed the floor. I've crossed the floor. I've crossed the floor. For a man that doesn't talk about politics, I've created mystique about my politics. I don't mind it, actually, Brian. He's been going really well recently, mate. Percy Pigs are the tits. DD, mate, spot on. But I'm telling you, Lewis, back to your point. If I was Essendon, I would go Archie Butler, and I would get Herbert. James, how are you, my good man? Why are Woolworths Chucks so good? Anderson, outside of the boot. Oh, my word. That is luscious. 5 goals, 6 goals, 2. Jess, nobody changes like month to month as well. Like, it's so bizarre. I don't even talk politics. So I don't know how it happens. So I feel like I've created like an air of mystique about it. Mr. Carl, I agree. Look, he struggles, but I don't really worry about it. Hey, everyone's good, James. I hope everything's good with your world. You know what? The only thing when I was watching the Hawks game is they were so bad. I was like, fuck's sake. They'll respond next week. And I was like, fuck. No, I think it's because I've vehemently got upset that someone called me a lefty the other week. Hunter? Maybe I protested too much. Inside 50 we go. Schultz. Bouncing ball. Collins taps it down. Harrison is there and we've got a stoppage. Lewis, it'd be sexy, wouldn't it? Yeah, Jimmy, I mean, he's fucking off its tits, isn't it? You know what, as well? I'm going to be totally honest. I see why so many content creators get into politics. Because if you don't talk politics, you get dragged into it. All side bottom. Good mark. I believe he's like a test next week. Yeah, Gav, you're a man of education. Why are the chickens so fucking good at Coles? At Coles. Wool, I think Coles ones are shit. Woolies ones are lit. Good goal that from Collingwood. Back in front they go. Why? Let's have a little thing here. Right, let's have a thing. Let's have a big thing here. You go for a chuck. No, homemade chucks are always better. Homemade chucks are always better. Jess, yeah, I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? Like, I'm all for the discussion, but I will be fair and let anyone have an opinion that they want and won't get angry. So I expect the same, but you can't have that. But I'm with you. Here, look, chat. Where do you have it? If you are going to get a chicken, where do you prefer? Coles, IGA's a great shout, or Woolies? I'm Woolies guy. Inside, and that's easy. In Collingwood now, could have 2 goals in a minute. Are they Big T? They're actually all right. Yes, Smegoff, it's good. That way. Yeah, Guy, I'm with you. Yeah, Kane, I'm with you. That's a behind. I agree, but for convenience, sometimes it's just easier to go to Coles. Hey, Sandra, how are you, my lovely? I'm telling you, honestly, there's something about Woolies chickens. Yeah, Portuguese style. They do that sometimes at Woolies. Brian, they did, at the start of the year, they did like themed ones. I'm pretty sure Portuguese one, because it's got like a little spice to it on it. Okay, I'm opening up the can of the worms here. Atouche, explain to me. I understand what halal is, but explain to me, why does the meat taste different? Can you explain that to me scientifically? I haven't gone to Costco, Smitter. Mrs. Pom wants to go. We've got a card. Is it worth it? I rate that, Mr. Cop. Is it worth it? Is going to Costco's? That is so true, Big T. You know what, Brian? I'm going to make Portuguese chicken on Sunday now because of you. I'm going to Google it and do it. I tipped Collingwood. Madison. Zeke Hewland. This is a great handball chain from Suns. Lombard, it bounces over him. How worries him out of it? 8:50 to play in the second. Yes, so Sandra, would I save money? Because I've got 3 adults in the house, 2 children. Technically 3 children if you include me sometimes. Is it worth it? The problem is I agree with Ollie. If I went with Mrs. Pom, I'm in there 7 hours. Interesting, DD. Yeah, only Carlton, but I've had loads of people say halal meat tastes different. Is that a myth? Don't mind a 7-Eleven, mate. Dribbled up forward, Matt Rao. Jai Murray, great bullet kick. The only difference between halal meat is just the way they're slaughtered. Yeah, I know, but why does it taste different? Oh, because the bullet... okay. And Zeke Hewland, another intercept mark. So obviously, in my honest opinion, I tipped Collingwood. That was my honest tip. Okay. Obviously, I don't want to do it with you, like blind test you and do it. But if you blindfolded me, would I tell the difference, do you reckon? Probably not me, because I'm a bad example. If you blinded someone who's got a palate that's more sophisticated than a 5-year-old, would they tell the difference? Yeah, Touche, give us your butcher contacts. Hop a brother up. You know what? Another pomspiracy. Do you actually reckon butchers are cheaper than normal than Coles? It's just the quality of meat, innit? I don't think they're cheaper. Quick hands, chance for a goal here. Jai Murray smothered off the boot. Can Ethan Reid beat it to the goal line? He can't. 39-43. Ollie's trolley chicken. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool. Can Nick Daicos win a brown, though? Maddie's more than capable. He'll get points. I agree, Lewis. I agree. Jess, yeah, I agree. We use them as well. I'm just trying to find ways to change money. Harvey Harrison creates the turnover. Shocking kick. Yeah, I agree, Guy. I'm just going to be totally honest. I am a proper northerner. I am a tight ass. And I spend way too much money on food for the family. There's got to be a way to bring that bill down. I don't know how, but there is a way. I haven't found it yet. Shafted, that rings a bell. Nogger, mate, I wouldn't be as well because that was way too easy. And Harrison has a chance for his second goal. How good, you know what I had the other day, actually, Guy, because I'm on a diet and we're smashing it now. Turkey sausages are another level. Really good, man, turkey sausages. Oh, Atouche, guess what I had this week? Behind. Talking about palate. I had my very first za'atar. Have I pronounced that right? Za'atar. Yes, says. You'll find Mrs. Pom has it quite hard, right? Because I am very obscure. I am the type of guy that will kick off that I've spent $500 on food for the week, but will quite happily buy fucking 18 World Cup Guernseys. Do you know what I mean? There's something. Oh, Lewis, how good is a pork pie, brah? Madison, I reckon it's going to be less than 2 goals. Yes, says there's something wrong with me. Like I will scrimp on everything, but then just splurge on something. Oh, I said I'm the type of guy that is very complex. I will happily buy 18 World Cup Guernseys and spend thousands, but will piss and moan about spending $500 on fortnight's worth of food. Nogger, not bad. Atouche, where are you? I had za'atar for the first time last week. You were telling me to have it. Very nice. Would recommend. Yeah, but I'm just confused, Says, because I will complain about all them little things, but then just splurge on shit. Big stay, big goal. Yeah, gutted, Maddie. Gutted. Boysenberry pies. What? So they were like a dessert pie? Yeah, Judy. Mate, what's going on? I've got to say, the butchers in Melton are shit. We do, yeah, says we do. Mrs. Pom hates it, though. Because Mrs. Pom's weird. She doesn't like food that can be fingered easily, which sounds weird. But you know, food that can be touched. Hey, Lewis, mate, how cool is it going back to the old country? That sounds amazing. Smegoff, do they have custard in them? You know what I find super expensive, chat? Fruit. And I am going through fruit a lot at the minute, me and David are. Fruit is really expensive. Oh, Nick Daicos bursts through two, shrugs off Tuke Miller. Takes 3 bounces outside of the boot kick. That is a beauty. Kane, I'm with you. I like it as well. But Mrs. Pom doesn't like anything that can be touched by other people. And I don't blame her. We do live in Melton. So she gets a bit funny. Yeah, Lewis, you got to go north, mate. North of Watford and you're fine. Bananas are killing it. Caramel custard. Oh, mate. Good goal from McStay. Yes, says. But because... So, funny thing by Mrs. Pom, she doesn't go into Coles very often. It's me who does the shopping. And I'll do the meat shopping. But we'll go to, like, the butchers. So, you know, if it's behind a thing and everyone else, like, a professional serves it, she's not a big fan. You know what? I'm a big curd guy, but I do like custard. Atouche, before you go, I had za'atar the other day. Brian, I think he ends up at Collingwood. I don't think Carlton chase him. I think Carlton chase Logan Morris, is my guess. It's going to be interesting, Jess, isn't it? Lewis, I did actually. They're not bad, mate. It was actually really good, Atouche. Abs changed my bread game, that. Changed my bread game. Zeke, how are you, mate? Genuinely changed my bread game. Long, drills it inside 50, bouncing ball, Frampton, work to do. Oh my God, what was Frampton doing? Bailey Humphrey smothered off the boot. Oh my God, Billy Frampton had a brain fart. Judy, I think you've got to do it this year. It was Hunter. Love you, Atouche. Stay safe, mate. I also got some of the Za'atar spices here. McAndrew leaps. And Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey slips. Pressure here. Will Powell manages to see him free for a behind. Lots of panicking going on here. 57 plays 39. Shane, what a player. Can't beat a cherry, mate. Jess, he'll probably get about 55. Yeah, Guy, I'm a little bit hungry. I'm going to go and have a belated lunch at 5:30. John Noble just goes down the wing. He's just an actual goal kicker, isn't he, James? It would have to be a boatload of picks. Inside 50. I don't know how they get it done. Says we have got major issues. Especially as someone that is on a diet that is very rigid. We do talk about a lot of food. Which is probably why. Oh, good tackle. I reckon we trade someone out, Ollie. Rice pudding is one of my favourite things of all time. Don't mind chocolate mousse. Pumpkin pie has to be done right, but I'll eat it. Yeah, Lewis, I think he does go. And a free kick to end this quarter to Gold Coast. Bailey Humphrey. And Collingwood have just edged ahead. Mrs. Pom's favourite, Jess. I'm just not a big fairy bread guy. Oh, carrot cake, man. That is really good. Juddy, I think he would be swayed. And Bailey Humphrey bangs it through with 5 seconds to play in the first. What's happened to Maynard there? There is a melee going on here. Hey, says, I love you. Reach out if you need anything, my darling. Oh, hot cinnamon's good. Don't mind banana bread. How did he hurt his rib? Bread and butter pudding's good, especially with stale bread. Is it bedtime? I'll have a look. What happened to him? I don't understand what happened to Maynard there. Like, how's the umpire not giving him, like, a down the field 50? And it's going off again. Maynard made a beeline. This is quality. This is brilliant. So good to say. Bit of spice in this one. It's going to be an interesting second half. That's all right. Papa Green gets stuck in. But, yeah, 12 points the margin at half-time, chat. I reckon it'd be more fun to fight Maynard. Because I actually reckon Maynard can stand and bang. I don't think Voss can. I think Voss is a guy who gets himself into trouble with his words, where I think Voss would actually fight back. Chat, we will be back at 5:40. Let me make sure I spell it right. But all sorts going on in this one, chat. But chat, we will be back there. I will leave you with that. Make sure you like the stream. If you have got 5 minutes, go and check out the video we did. And I will be back soon. Right, we are so back. How is everyone? Popcorn chicken is on the way. Can't beat a little bit of popcorn chicken, my good man. So an intriguing game we've got here. Intriguing second we've got here. So the battle of the 10 will look very interesting. Let's have a look. So let's just say it stayed like this, that they win by 12. Let's have a look, chat. So let's say it stayed like this and we finished with 12. Why is Squiggle not loading? That's not great, is it? I'll tell you what, technical difficulty straight away. Fascinating. Quality from the AFL. So let's just say it stays like this. Can we can't do this margin, can we? We'll do 10, right? So let's just say Carlton win by... So if Carlton win by 20... If Carlton win by 10... So as long as Carlton win, they will be in the 10. So St Kilda will win that. Say Port win that. That'll be intriguing, won't it? And if North win, I'd imagine they leapfrog Carlton and everyone else. Yeah. So that is really intriguing. That could be potentially what we see the half. So if Gold Coast won this, how much does that change? So that's going to be interesting. That the 10 battle's really in, isn't it? The 10 battle's really interesting. Don't you think? So if Port win that, that's what it would look like. That's really crazy. That's a really intriguing ladder we've got. That top 10 battle is going to be absolutely supreme to watch. If Collingwood lose and North, we just stay. If Collingwood lose and Port win, Carlton will be 10th. So Carlton will be 10th no matter what the result of this is. It's just if North win. So that'd be really intriguing, that. And then going into next week, that just makes it even more fascinating because St Kilda have got Port. Blue Bag are spot on. Because St Kilda have got Port, which is a really intriguing game. Carlton have got Hawthorn, obviously. Looking around, Collingwood have got next week North. So Collingwood and North, so there's going to be 4 points out of the 10. It's going to be a really intriguing battle. I reckon the most exciting time of the AFL will be that Carlton-Collingwood game is absolutely huge and that Carlton-St Kilda game is huge. They're going to be 2 massive fixtures. How is Maynard in trouble for touching the umpire when he got an absolute KO to the ribs? This game is cooked, bro. This game gets more and more weird every year. Thoughts on kids wearing head protection at football? Thoughts on it? Is that overzealous parenting? Where are you with that? Where do you stand on head guards? I mean, obviously, we're the generation that didn't wear head guards when you had a bike. Spot on, guy. Interesting that, James. Is that the one that cost him the Brownlow? Look, I'm going to stick with my tip at the start, Cameron. I thought Collingwood won this game. That was my tip pre-game. Haven't seen anything that totally changes my mind as of yet, so I'll always stick with what I originally did. But, like I say, I wouldn't take that as a guarantee. But hopefully, a good second. Hopefully, that's what we want. We want a real entertaining second. It was an entertaining first. Why do the Bunnings ads look lip-synced? Tell you what, KO are really doing the collabs now, aren't they? We're at a fucking jewellery store. Hey, Manny, how are you, mate? Jacko went all right. Long time no see, Manny. How have you been? Is Fife really linked with Eagles? Blue Bag could be an intriguing one. Bit of feeling in it, isn't there? Bit of feeling. Looking forward to watching the Richmond-Carlton game later. I'm very good, man. Very good, Manny. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're keeping well, buddy. Hopefully a big second here. All to play for. You know when the Eagles first came into the AFL, were they manufactured or did they like... So like the newer teams, so like Fremantle and stuff like that, for those who were old enough, did they get like all the handouts that we've seen Gold Coast and GWS get? Was it like that level? Obviously a different time, but like in comparative to the rest of the league, was there a big push for them in the terms of like getting them started? Or were they just like told, just go and do what you've got to do? That shoulder from Long is criminal. I'm guessing they'll probably give him 4 weeks and it'll be downgraded to 2. So basically they could just do what they wanted with the West Nostrum. What were they like when they first came in? Were they competitive? Ah, cool, Smear. Here we go. Third quarter to start. Look at all the scratches on Maynard's face. Fucking hell. And free kick in the ruck. Why didn't the umpire let Gold Coast play on then? The advantage rule is so cooked that we don't give advantage. Rao drills it inside 50. Bouncing ball. Maynard is already up and about. Rampant tackle on Lombard. And Collins got a chase. Jack Buller looks like he's running through jelly. Interesting guy. Interesting, Rich Ewan. Intriguing. I like that. A little bit of cultural knowledge there, chat. John Noble pikes it forward. Big mark. He's a big boy, isn't he? Freaking old Ned Moyle. Jed Walter tries to bring it down. Lombards. And out of bounds we go. So I suppose then like Gold Coast and GWS, because it's like a not a football area, is shit. Kiora Jeff, mate, it did indeed. Petrarca dinks one, hits the post. Dan Houston to move them on. Let's see if Gold Coast have improved that forward pressure. It's been very lacklustre. And John De Goey drops the mark. Pendle's coaching there on the sidelines. You love to see it. Things you love to see, 2026. Cameron to De Goey. De Goey goes down this right. No one there, though. Collins, easy mark. Intriguing that, DD. What did I say that offended you, Papa? I just said it's not an AFL catchment, so like I'd imagine that there's not many natural players steal people from the Queensland leagues, are you? Ooh, Jeff. I love it. Quickly taken free kick from Gold Coast. Noble just looks to go back to McAndrew. Gold Coast transition hasn't been its usual potent self this game. How was the draft received when it came in? They are blue bagger. Matt Rowell intercepted. And we have another stoppage centre of the ground. Be interesting if Gold Coast can get that centre clearance game going. They were winning the hit-outs and clearances. Just couldn't generate anything from it. Rowell tries to wrangle his way up. Dangerous handball from Tuke Miller. McStay trying his best just to stifle it. And tries to paddle it forward. And it's going to be last touched. Good kick that. Rowell goes inside. Dangerous handball to Noble. Noble was in all sorts, but gets the high free kick. I love that guy. That's interesting, that, Jess. Good mark from Jed Walter. That was good transition from the Suns. And the Suns have a chance to kick the first of the second half. Feel like Jed Walter needs a sleeve tattoo. And gets the behind. I do like Jed, Blue Bagger. My only issue is I think he goes missing sometimes when the game's not going his way. Dan Houston drills it out to the right. Lipinski puts a kick through. Here come Collingwood now. The transition game has been good most of the game. Give and go to Harrison. Harrison. Oh. Misses everyone on a boundary throw. What's wrong with Nick Daicos? He looks a little bit off today. Rich Hewin, I think we might let you down, mate. I hope we let you down anyway. Rowell, quick hands. Rowell's handball game's been a little bit off this quarter. $15.45 to play in this third. Tantalisingly poised. Cameron taps it down. Raul runs under it, and we have another stoppage. Mosquito finds its way. I did review and I watched it in bed. It was wasn't the greatest game. Very unlucky. I thought we should have gone for it in the last 10. And repeat stoppages here from Collingwood. This is usually where they try and build a bit of pressure. But Gold Coast have been very strong. Nick Daicos off a step. Big goal. And we were just talking about him being a bit quiet. You can't keep a good man down for long. Jeff, it's a nice Guernsey, innit? Look, I had to treat myself. I wasn't allowed German ones, French ones, and Argentinian ones as a kid. So I thought I'd get myself one. Let's get a bit of a Supercoach update on this game. You know what? Nick Daicos is just surprising, isn't he? He's already got 100 points. Crazy how he just sneaks up. Yeah, Guy. The guy behind us has a pond, and the bro has never cleaned that pond. Like, genuinely, mate. In the summer, if you go out my back garden, fuck me, is all I'll say. Jed Walter, Petrarca front and centre. Bailey Humphrey takes them all on. Launches a goal, and it curled too much. Irritating, any blue bagger. Yeah, Rich Ewan, I do question Australia's tactics late in the second. I thought Egypt were gettable, especially on the counter. And it felt like we played for extra time. Well, technically it is a Mozzie breeder, mate. Don't often see a left-handed handball. Good to see. Tink Miller finds Matt Rao. Petrarca. Good kick, and Ben King takes the mark. Oh, that's interesting, that, Jeff. Yeah, Guy, I'd do it out the front. Genuinely, bro. Like, what can you do? What can you do, mate? You can't choose your neighbours, unfortunately. I suppose you can indirectly. Ben King. I agree, Langy. Good goal. And Gold Coast might not be at their A game today, but they're just staying. They're just lurking. Lurking. Hey, love that, Ampo. Yeah, I agree, Jess. We're actually talking about that on my podcast this week with my friend Alex about teaching kids with their weak side. But entertaining game we've got here. This is one of them games that's finally paused for the fourth quarter, isn't it? Like the way Ben King looks now like himself in real life in that picture. 63-54. They did indeed, Norga. Crisp drills it up to half forward. And Bo McQuarrie wins the free. Yeah, Andrews, good game, wasn't it? And through for a behind. 9 goals 10, 8 goals 6. Good game, Andrew. What a story Cape Verde have been. Great to see. Like, that kind of stuff makes you happy we've extended the World Cup. Johnny Noble back pocket. And Cameron takes the mark. Dinks the kick in. Schultz runs under it. McAndrew. Bullet like handball. And out the Suns come now. Chance to counter. Good pressure there. Well work from Howe and Lipinski. And it's a nice kick. Finds Membry. Drills it into the pocket. Schultz got to beat 3 big guys and Collins wins. France look almighty tough to beat. Jess, it makes sense. It does make sense. And here they come again. Gold Coast just been very patient. You'd imagine it's going to be up to 6 weeks, isn't it, James? How are you, mate? Anyway, good to see you, my friend. McAndrew launches a long bomb. Oh, plucked up by Dylan Patterson. Ben Long. This would raise the roof. This would raise the roof. Big goal. 12 minutes to play in the third, and the Suns showing their class, particularly on transition. They've opened that game up. They look very good at the minute with the ball in motion. Chat, do I take the 135 captain score or risk Nass going mental against Essendon as my captain? What do you think? Look, I was never a big fan of Dan Houston when he was linked to Carlton, so reluctantly, Sean, no. Love to help you out, mate. Guy, looks like going to be a ripper, innit? 4 points the margin. Chris, back of the centre clearance, drills it inside. Oh, Schultz maybe interfered with Membry. Membry gets the kick away. Puts it into the mixer. Harrison, beautiful turn. The handball was a risky one. Noble cuts it off. Run down in the kicking action. Ethan Reid going to have to be clean, and he is. To an extent, Lombard says, see you later. That's great turn of pace. Oh, and Maynard and Long are going at it. Might have cost his team. That is a beautiful team goal. Noah Anderson. Good football from the Suns. All right, I'll keep him in as a captain, guy. How good is that, watching Maynard? You see, this is the problem when you play close to the edge. Maynard now is definitely on about revenge, which means you just got to attack that side, haven't you? Maynard's aggression here could be 4 goals difference. McStay off the left, goes inside 50. Schultz gives it off. Swadlin! That is a beautiful finish from the Swadlin. Showcasing some AFL draft stuff there. Good goal. 70-66. Both teams just not letting the other one get away with it. How often does that happen in that game? That's happened a few times. Good game, isn't it, Guy? Always a ripper is the 4 o'clock fixture, I find. AFL, no. Langy, let's hope they fucking never win again. Rao, quick handball, trying to find his compadre in Noah Anderson. Clever by Anderson. Zeke Hewland. Shit kick. Josh Dacos intercepts. Yeah, Jet, I find them quite questionable, though, like, you know, with injuries and interchanges. Schultz tries to take them all on. Lipinski dinks it out. And behind from Ned Long. We've got a game on our hands here, chat. James, I think you did incredibly well. You know what? I think he is a system player as well. And this is what I said. Humble brag when everyone wanted him at Carlton. I think your system and the way you played made him look good. He is a good player, but I think it made him look better than he was. Zeke Hewland. Dangerous looking kick. Holman can't take the mark. Can the Pies capitalise? Maynard drills it into Schultz. Why is Schultz full forward? Membry and free kick against Schultz. Is that before or after he lives in a tree, Sean? I mean, some would argue you could probably do it before that. I think living in a tree is beyond a cry for help, mate. John Noble, back pocket. Goes up the left. It's a loopy kick. Almost like the belly of the ball burst. McStay paddles it forward. Lipinski, that's clever. And they've managed to usher it out to work. Josh Dacos dinks one forward. Can't be marked. Is that high on Bo Adensall? Umpire says no. 9 minutes to go. The beautiful thing about AFL, Jess, is the double standards of the AFL. It makes no sense. McAndrew. Collingwood have set, though. Their forward pressure has been good. Bo McQuarrie. That is a weird kick. Ben King now. Look at the overlap run from the Suns. And a 50. Oh. To be fair, seeing Dimmer crash out is one of my favourite things in the world. I don't know about you. I'm excited, Lucinda. I'm excited, my darling. Hope you're doing well. Ben King sucks in the big ones. That's elite, that from you, Blue Bagger. Mate, that's elite. Ben King makes no mistake. Back to a point. Hey, Luke, how are you, mate? Tell you what, though, Jed Walters' pressure created that goal. We won't get much kudos for that. But good pressure from the Walt dog. Jess, I totally agree with you. We don't see much of that anymore, do we? Like, there's kind of like a gentleman's code. DD, that is also elite from you. Be interested in that, because I think that's probably as close to fair as you can get, Rich Ewan. And a rundown tackle from Maynard. He is fired up. Has to hastily take the kick in a huge turnover. Moyle takes the mark. Hewland just goes short. Gold Coast taking a bit of the pace out of the game. Oh, remember, he could have maybe marked that. Buddy Hewland goes back to his mate McAndrew, who launches A snow burner. Big mark from Ben Long. He's fired up too. Goes quickly. 2-on-1. Frampton. Got to win that one. He does, but Petrarca is at the fall of the ball. Digs it up onto the goal square. Collingwood is set and Darcy Cameron takes the mark. Intriguing game, this. Tell you what, chat, if you can do me a favour as well, make sure you are liked and subscribed. The algorithm really does love that. And do check out the Lockie Neal trade video we did. Trying something new at the minute. So I'd love your feedback on it. Nick Holman takes the intercept mark. Goes to Bailey Humphrey, who's asking for the free. And he gets it. And Maynard needs to just calm down here. Bailey Humphrey looks like the type of guy that would have a bogey in his nose. You'd tell him about it, and he wouldn't give a shit. Hey, Lucinda, enjoy, my darling. A weird kick from Bailey Humphrey. Misses everything. You know, there is some rumours going around, Jess, that he is a late entrance. But, Scott, then you remember you love me. And it makes it easier. That's one hell of a score, DD. I rate that, Noga. Collins rustled in the tackle. Boundary throw, 6 minutes 13 to play in the third. I have heard from people that know him, Rich Zewin, that he's a hard person to like, is how he was described to me. Here he is, up and under. He is in his smitter. Nick Daicos, outside of the boot. That's a beautiful kick, that. Swaddling. Now, the Pies transition has usually been good this game. It's a very good game, Papa Greenfinger. Looking for the switcheroo. Puncher goes short, finds side bottom. Finds Ed Allen. Guy, mate, can you imagine if it was a draw? That's an... See, look, their transition has just been way too easy. That's what's killed Gold Coast in this game. Hey, Scott, mate, I'm not easy to offend. He's very grumpy, isn't he, Mr. Cop? For a man that brings it on himself, I've never known anyone whinge as much as him. And Ned Long gives it back. Maynard off the left. And a behind. Jess, that's one of them games that I think an experienced coach to get them competitive is a good idea. Oh, thank you, Scott. Good mark. I really hope we do as well. I'll be sad, though, because it was something I always wanted to share with my grandfather. I was lucky to see the Champions League twice with him. And all them glory years. There'll be a tear in my eye should we do it, because it was the one thing that he'd witnessed that I never witnessed, that he talked about with such... The European Cup, he used to have a tear in his eye when he talked about the one that we won. And then the World Cup, and it makes me sad that there'll be a sad thing. Hinkley's brilliant, Gav. He would be my first choice. Horse would be up there as well. I just think Hinkley, though, is like kind of a culture builder. Hey, Lana, how are you, my darling? 4 minutes to go in this third. Zeke Hewland goes quickly. Great bullet kick. Finds tracks. Ben Long, that was clever. Nick Holman, ushered out. Noga, I'd fucking hope so, to be honest. You know what? I'm a bit of a closet Tasmanian guy. I really do like, there's something about him. Tuke Miller. Goes backwards, up and under. Yeah, James, I couldn't agree more, mate. And you know the best with you being a massive Port man. It is, Mr. Cop. I can't wait tonight, Lana. Here the pies come, though. Transition football. It's a shocking kick, though. 3 minutes to play in this third. Been a lot of waste from both sides, hasn't there, in this game? You see, I think it should be horse or Hinkley. I'm not too sure why Buckley's linked. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it, Woody? Oh, Will Powell had to stand under the high ball. Harrison. Can Lipinski get the handball away? Great tackle by Collins. You know what? Sam Collins has got to be a shout for AA this year, hasn't he? $5 from my main man, Ampol. Hey, Pom, love the shirt, by the way. As you know, Vozzy for Cape Verde deserved the man of match. Robs, I hope Brazil beat Portugal. I agree. Yeah, Croatia was an interesting one, isn't it? You know what, though? I do love CR7. Though. Hey, Alex, how are you, my good guy? Are you there today, mate? Two minutes to play. We do love a little bit of Woody. Good to see him getting some love in the chat. One of the best in YouTube, I've got to say. One of the best. Top guy, man. Boller and behind. You know what? I wouldn't mind going to Tasmania. You know what I've been looking at recently? I can't get it over the line with Mrs. Pom, but have you seen that you can get like 6-bedroomed houses like in Asia, in like Vietnam, for like fuck all? Trying to get that past Mrs. Pom is insane, though. Sean, 100%. Just purely because I'm stupid enough to believe I could do it. That's good, that, Lana. I rate that from you. Hey, Alex, can't wait. Send my love to your mum and you. Much love to both of you. We were just talking about Zatar earlier, mate. Rich doing, yeah, but it's cheap. That's a good kick from Nick Daicos. I'm familiar with it, Gav. Are you talking about its Phalas properties? Mate, I do. I have both of my blue and I've still got the pink. I've still got the claret one, but it would be 2 blue ones. Passports. I want to save money. Mrs. Pom doesn't, though. Mrs. Pom will only live here or England. And she's quite strict on that. And 10 seconds to go. That's a big goal in the grand scheme of things. Tim Membry nails it. But yeah, can't get it past Mrs. P. Hey, Christine, how are you, my darling? Just can't get it past Mrs. P. And I've shown, like, you can get, like, fucking mansions, bro, with pools. But as you all know, doesn't matter how much of a man of a house you are, if your wife isn't happy, you ain't getting jack shit approved. So, I couldn't agree more, Mr. Cop. What are your thoughts on Xabi Alonso, Mr. Cop? I'm assuming Cop's a reference to the great Liverpool. And there's the siren. 7 points, the margin. We're tightly poised here, going into the fourth. Hey, Andrea. I like that, Sean. Yeah, it does, Brian. It does, but yeah, Mrs. Pom just doesn't want to do it. So, I mean, look, it's a non-starter because I don't think I could twist her arm. Like when I broke it down financially, how rich we would be compared to Australia, and she still said no. Yes, 100%, 100%. Hey, I love it, Mr. Cop. I hope he goes well. Yeah, it was massive, wasn't it, Alex? Jeff, spot on, yeah. So, yeah, it's a non-starter. It's a non-starter. Hence why we had the chat earlier about bringing your food down, your food bill down. That was why that chat was there, because Pommy's always looking at ways to scrimp and save money. Dee, mate, I don't mind it. I think he was trying to write wow, and he couldn't do it. They are, Norga. The beautiful thing about bailiffs, though, where I come from in the northeast, is you've got no chance of collecting a debt where I come from. They can indeed. Sons definitely can. No, stay, Hunk. We are on the break. Yeah, it's gutting, isn't it? What do you think of the new Liverpool coach? Are you happy with that? I always thought he was going to go to Liverpool, Xabi Alonso. Yeah, Gav, mate, genuinely, the amount of money I spend on food, and it's not even shit as well. It's just off its tits, bro. Don't mind a bit of fried rice, mate. Scott, what's your secret to a good fried rice? Any Socceroos? I reckon a few clubs will look at Harrington. Yeah, I thought you just... You know what? I would have thought, surely, if you'd gone in for Alonso, you would have been front of the queue, wouldn't you? Hey, Alan, mate. Yeah, well, I was trying to get Mrs. Pom through. Didn't work. Shane, no, look. That's the next thing, Costco. And then it's just booking the flights and just telling Mrs. Pom we're doing it. That's the plan 3. You've always got that in the back pocket, you see. Sometimes you've got to have a backup plan. That's extreme. I'm a big extreme backup plan guy. Good try, that. But an intriguing third quarter we've got here. When do we kick off tonight? 7:30, innit? So I've got like 30 minutes to eat tea. Have I calculated that right? Yes, we have. Got 30 minutes to eat tea. Good times. Good times. Yeah. So I've got like probably about half to eat tea. Do I drink tea? I drink a lot of tea. Probably about 6 cups on average a day. It's gone down. It used to be 12. Yeah, I'm live at 7:30 though. That was what I was looking at because I go 5 minutes before. You can only go Yorkshire tea, Lana. You know what? We've run out of it. Yeah, Bright. You see, I was look, Bright. Look, I tried to fucking sell this. It's tea to me. Or dinner if you're going to be posh. I reckon it'd be nice. But you see, that's the big difference between me and Mrs. Pom. So Mrs. Pom has to live by the sea. That's where she'd ideally live. I want to live in a forest. So we're very different in our likes. I like complete nomadery. Like, butt fuck nowhere, no one around me. Mrs. Pom likes people. So there's always compromise. Hey, Guy, there's a lot of great sport. I remember you saying he's a chef, isn't he, Gav? Jess, it does, doesn't it? They ran out of it actually the other day, Melton. So I had to drive like fucking miles to get it because I just refused to drink anything else. Basmati rice straight in the fridge, 12 hours. Bacon, ham, egg, omelette, peas. Oh, sounds good, man. It is, Christine. So you got to compromise, man. You got to compromise. Might have to get him to write like a fucking presentation. Try and get it over the line. Here we go. 4th quarter underway. What the fuck is Ned Mogul doing there? Tuke Miller handball straight to Crisp. Crisp dinks it forward and Zeke Hewland gets the mark. Goes into the corridor. Ooh. Bit too high for Lombard. Swaddling puts his mate Allen under pressure. Lombard wins. They're holding the ball. Oh. Did the umpire just blow holding the ball and then fucking say stoppage? Jesus. But McQuarrie tries to take them all on, gets the kick away. So a loopy kick. And Booty Hewland wins the free. Brian, I'm not a big oil guy, to be honest. I don't actually get the difference. Scott, I haven't seen boil in the bag for years, brah. You see, I cook everything in beef tallow because I just don't trust seed oil. And it's not a conspiracy theory thing. It's just that my nana raised me that way. Goes into the pocket and a big intercept mark there by Harry Perryman. 18:30 left to play. 7-point lead, Pies. Hey, Bradman's dad, how are you, my good man? Josh Dacos goes to half forward. McStay wins it. Membry out the back on his own. We have the first of the fourth. Yeah, Gav, I'm all about the tallow, bro. All about the tallow. All about the Taz. Oh, Dimmer's got the glasses on. He's gone serious. No fucking about. I do love the shithousery of running into an open goal and kicking it into next year. Yeah, Bradman's dad, I'm with you. Yeah, he's a type of lad. It's like I use real butter as well. I don't trust margarine. It's an okay game. Oh, you can't beat ox tongue with a hot mustard. Oh. And end to end. This has been so common in this game. It goes end to end after a goal. You don't often see anyone kick it into the crowd, Shane. I'm a big advocate of that shithousery. Hey, he's brilliant, isn't he, Messi? Best of all time. Here we are, Ben King. Trundles in. Looks good off the boot. If he's got the yardage, which he should do. Very good goal. We're back to 7 points. You know what, though? You've got to say what you want about Ben King. Jess, mate, you can't beat it. That's vintage. The one thing I love about Ben King is I know he only kicks goals, but you can't beat your only kick goals. Like, it's a good negative to have. What's going on with Max King, Bradman's dad? Like, is he ever going to get right? We do talk about food a lot on here. We have got fucking serious issues. Smear. I believe Charlie Coleman's still leading it. Charlie Colonel's still leading it. I think Ben King's like one behind, isn't he? I have one pan that I use like for my chips. I just let the tallow set and reheat it. I don't often though, but I don't mind it. Short kick from Gold Coast. I'll do occasionally. Depends if I'm cooking the same thing the next day. Bailey Humphrey drills it in. Holman can't gather it cleanly. Collingwood going to have to defend here. And they create the stoppage. Can't beat a bit of curry sauce, Jeff, mate. Anyone got a good recipe for an English Chinese curry sauce? Love a pickled egg. To be fair, anything pickled is good. Interesting, Bradman's dad. I think you need a good second with him, Shane. Ben Serple. Tell you what, that is a niche reference. Is he still at your mob? Gav, you love it though, don't you, mate? Hey, B1, how are you, mate? I'm looking forward to it, Doddy. Tuke Miller dinks one in. And Perryman there to the rescue. 15 minutes to play. 7 points the margin. It's a kick down the line. Maybe Membry should have paddled that too. Buller. Good shepherd from Buller. Membry just dinks one straight away. Goes through the legs of McAndrew. McStay! What a soccer! What a soccer that is! 13-13, 12-6. Yeah, if anyone's got a good Chinese, English version Chinese curry sauce, flick it my way. Yeah, it feels like Max King's been injured since he was drafted. For what it's worth, I think as a junior, Max King's the better prospect. It's just getting him right. That was one of the more nonchalant soccer goals you've ever seen. Gav, you got a good Chinese curry sauce recipe, my brother? You strike me as the kind of guy that could just do an absolute shit hot one. And that's why I love you. Yeah, but it's the flavour of the curry sauce that's important. Gav, like, don't downplay British cuisine, bro. It'd be interesting, Bradman's dad. I look, and I agree with Shane. Injuries might take his toll. I'm still keen on it. That sounds amazing, Rational Roman. What sauce did you go for that, mate? Just a bit of soy? Josh Dacos, quick hands. Ed Allen found Schultz in the goal square. This game has had a few patterns, hasn't it? Like Collingwood kick 2. Hamburger sauce, mayo ketchup, grainy mustard, whoosh. Ooh, that does sound good, Bri. That's a good call by you, mate. That does sound lush. Yeah, Scott, the problem is in Australia, the Chinese curry sauce tastes shit compared to home. It's not the same. It's nice, but it's just not the same. And nailed through. 97-78. Oh, that's good, that Rational Roman. Gav, what is your best thing? What's your best thing you cook? Like, if I'm round your house and you're like, Pom, I'm going to blow you away with my food, what are you making me? I think it might be more complex than that, Langy. But I see you've gone with the stereotypes there. Curry powder, water and lard. Ooh, what are we going with, Bradman's dad? Talk me through it. Oh, mate, I love kippers on toast, mate. Now, Gold Coast here. Time's still on their side, but definitely they'll start to panic as the game goes on if it keeps going this way. They're just conceding shit goals, really. Very routine goals. Their pressure has been horrible, Gold Coast. And Collingwood rightly have just punished them. McAndrew just goes to centre-half back. Good kick. 13 minutes left in this game. Do you put a dab of water in it or anything like that, or you just have it straight with ice? Rashford Rodman, big signing. Oh, Gav, mate, I rate it. Have you got any special, like, seasoning ingredients? Are you just a simple salt and pepper man? Spot on, Matt. Hey, Smith, that's amazing. Langy and a microwave. You know what, though? Steak on the barbecue, you can't fall off. Josh Dacos dinks it in, finds Tim Membry. This could be a costly turnover for Gold Coast. Why is Schultz always at full forward? They're playing three tall fucking players. 12 minutes to play. Suns, can they get this transition game firing? Jai Murray, usually good by foot. Opens up the corridor. McAndrew joins the attack. Oh, that sounds amazing, that, Bri. Yeah, I do now, Hunter. Wish I hadn't talked about it. Ben King on the goal line. And brilliant from Maynard. Ben King got absolutely ravaged there. 79-97. Dan Houston looking for the switch. Finds it. What's your best cut of steak, Gav? Favourite go-to steak and chat? Oh, Bailey Humphrey has a shot from 50. They're back in it. They won't go away. Oh, mate, they cook the best food as well, Scott. There's nothing better than wagging school and buying a disposable barbecue. Hey, that's good to see, Rational Roman. What a player he is. Don't mind a bit of rump, DD. Oh, Bry's making me hungry. Nick Daicos gets the centre clearance, goes inside 50. Oh, Schultz puts it down. Look at this. I feel it. I love it. Yeah, B1. I mean, it's always an interesting thing, isn't it? I mean, it's hard to get the atmosphere, isn't it? Oh, Gavy, stop it. Johnny Noble dinks one up to half forward. Bailey Humphrey just starting to have a little bit of an impact. John Noble intercept, must make that tackle, and Chris does. We're down to the final 10. 12-point margin. To be fair, if he's cooked right, you probably could do Bradman's dad. We do, Jess. Yeah, Mr. Cop, it's filth, innit? Don't mind a porterhouse, blue bagger. You know what? It's a rogue shout and I rate it. Switch to Ben Long. He does very well with the body. Jepson handballs it off. And we were talking about Bailey Humphrey having an impact. He is firing. 9:30 to play. He is the type of player that can win you a game. He is indeed, Chris. Mrs. Pom's cooking something and it smells absolutely gross. Absolutely gross. Nine minutes to play. Gold Coast get it up to right wing. Ben Long. McAndrew drills it up to half forward. No, good. Like, really good. Bailey Humphrey gives it off. Matt Rao dinks it in. Jai Murray's going to have to stand tall. Oh, that's nice by Lombard. Lombard shoots it a goal. Out of bounds on the full. Jess, that does sound amazing, that. Petrarca can't put the pressure on. Can they go end to end? Natto, that's that fermented rice, isn't it? It comes out like really thick. $8:30 to play. 91-97. Stoppage here. Matt Rao, bullet handball. Ed Allen goes straight inside 50. McAndrew spoils. Rao gets the handball away. Pressure coming from both angles. And a free kick here. Last touched goes to Collingwood. Yeah, that's crazy, that. Crazy work. I'm not a big fermented food guy. Allen to Harrison. And is that high? It is. An important goal as we tick under the 8-minute mark. Harrison trundles in. And blazes it wide. But an important point at this stage of the game. Don't mind a little bit of Neil Diamond. Everyone's been drunk and sung Sweet Caroline, haven't they? G'day, Ernie. How are you, mate? Nick Holman down this left. Tackled. Shots Gamer. I reckon Crip sneaks it, Shots Gamer, actually. Genuinely. I don't see anyone taking votes off him. Side bottom goes wide. That's nice. Angus Anderson turns it over, though. And this is where it's been good. This is where it's been good from the Suns. Their turnover game has caused issues for the Pies. Drilled up to half forward. Good tackle. Stoppage. Just outside 50. Michelle becomes a member. Thank you very much, Michelle. Welcome aboard. Josh Dacos, 6:20 to play. Goes short. Finds Perryman. Maynard and Long are still going at it. You love to see it. And Allen takes one bounce. Big bullet handball. Will it settle for DeGoey? It just would not settle. And here they come again, the Suns. Coming into 5 minutes. Oh, shocking handball from Dylan Parson. Allows Perryman to set. Good tackle pressure from the Suns. We have a stoppage. Did you just eat too many cookies, B1? Ned Long. Here comes that overlap. They've got overlap numbers everywhere if it settles. Swaddling. What? Anderson brings it down. Membry. And we've got a stoppage right in front. Ampol with the $2. Bring back the biff. Love it, mate. Thank you very much. Booty Hewland. What the fuck was Bo McQuarrie doing just stopping play there? Hey, love you, Mr. Cop. Enjoy, mate. Booty Hewland intercepted. Allen. Curve ball out of bounds. 4:55. Is there anything more hilarious than seeing like a dad take a mark and milk it for like 25 minutes before he handballs it back in? The bye dog. Shot a go! And Lipinski might have won it for the Pies. That might be the winner. Jeff, I haven't heard anyone mention Bill for like 400 years. Hey, Lana, I think we'll be okay. I do think we'll be okay, my darling. .440 to play. Back to the centre we go. Moyle wins the hit out, but can't get it moving. Ed Allen just dinks one forward. True, Jeff. Jeffrey, great kick. Opens it up, finds Zeke Hewland. Zeke Hewland changes the angle. Goes inside. Adensol. 4 minutes to play. Drills it in. Was Ben King pushed in the back? Umpire says no. Side bottom. Skirts the line. Manages to find touch. B1, I do rate that from you. Crisp ushers it out. Can Schultz stop it going out? And he does. 3:50 to play. Dimmer there drinking water that is a vodka in a water bottle. Oh, Noah Anderson. Was that holding the ball? Umpire says no. Jack Crisp gives it off to Maynard. That's gonna keel over that Maynard long thing. 3:30 to play. And we have a stoppage on halfway. 3:20 to play. Tap down, Noah Anderson dances around one. Tuke Miller goes backwards, finds Zeke Hewland. That's nice, finds Collins. Good running. Powell looking for an outlet, finds Booty Hewland. Don't mind Kafir, actually. Not a big fan of kombucha, though. You'd imagine they both enjoy their fight, don't you? 2:45, down the line they go. Good mark by Will Powell. Looks for the switch. This is nice from Gold Coast, but time becoming an issue now. They are going to have to press the go button. Another 3, don't we, Scott? And Allen just goes out. And that's going to come back with interest. Will Powell, good kick. Finds Holman. 2 minutes. Good kick. Ranging ball inside. Ben Long leads for it. Darcy Cameron gets it out. Allen finds side bottom. They need to find a mark here, the Pies, and they do. Jordan Nagoe, 1:40 to play. Yeah, I don't mind Kafir. And that kills 10 seconds. That could be the most important 10-second kill ever. Hewland now just going to have to go straight through the corridor. Long does well, goes inside. Bailey Humphrey takes them all on, probably too much. Ned Moyle, can he get the kick away? Oh, he does. That was clever, though, by Lombard. Jed Walter, McAndrew. It's crazy football. Lombard, that's a big goal. Oh, it's a behind. Oh. That was a calamity of errors. That was ridiculous. Wasn't it, chat? Schultz goes to Crisp. Empty forward line. Collins finds Noble. Has to be almost picture perfect from here. Petrarca will turn and go. Drills it in. Long takes the mark. He hasn't got long. He's going to have to go quickly, which he does. Rips it a goal. There's still time, chat. There's still time. 24 seconds. Centre clearance. It has to be perfect, chat. Wouldn't it be fitting if Maynard kicked the winner or kicked the draw on Maynard? Would it not be fitting? Wouldn't it be fitting? Well, I mean, look, it's probably a chance. What is going on here? There's so much changing around. 24 seconds left to play. Moyle wins it. Tabs forward. Has to be tackled, and it is. 20 seconds to go. Noah Anderson had to make that. In about 20 minutes, Edwina. Nick Daicos tries to draw the high. I don't think that was high. I think the umpire's been sold there. Nick Daicos celebrates. He knows that's all they needed. And Gold Coast go down by 6. In what was a great game. It had everything. Pies in the end. Just hold on. Chat, we will be back in 30 minutes. Make sure you like the stream. Thank you very much for hanging with me this afternoon. But I think you can draw a line under Gold Coast playing finals now. I'll stick to what we said at the start. I think whoever loses this is out. Chat, make sure if you want to be part of the larger conversation, join our Discord. Link is there. I will see you in